Police emergency.
Every night, across Britain,
We've got officers making sure it's an emergency, OK?
an army of men and women
Alpha Hotel 35, about 2 minutes out.
clock on
Just come here, mate. Just stop there, stop there.
So you're under arrest on suspicion of criminal damage.
to keep the peace
Cover the front, cover the front.
Move, move, move.
and protect us
Police with taser, stop!
while we sleep.
Get on the floor now! On the floor!
Being a police officer under cover of darkness is so much more dangerous than it is during the day.
Give me your hands now.
We filmed with Gloucestershire Constabulary
We've got one male detained.
following their 999 response teams.
Any mobiles available to attend a grade 1, we've got a fight.
Hotel 31, we just got one running.
And with specialist units
Police, come back to bed!
He's picked up a track. Good boy.
to show the highs
The sun is setting. Expect the unexpected.
and the lows
You had your penis out.
I mean, we're at crisis point right now.
of the night shift.
The night shift can just change like that.
Relax. Relax for a second. Relax.
It is the best job in the world.
The sun is setting.
It's 8:30 p.m.
Expect the unexpected.
and the beginning of the night shift for PC Hayes and PC Wiggle.
I'm going to play golf tomorrow morning.
You're playing golf tomorrow morning?
I am, yeah.
Get off.
No. I played last week.
You don't strike me as a golfer.
No. I don't think people look at me and think sport.
Nights bring a whole array of different crime that you don't see in the daytime. Criminals love to operate at nights. Break-in progresses, burglaries often happen at night. Most of the time is that little bit more exciting, little bit more on edge because of the atmosphere, the darkness.
Do you think people look at me and think sport?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, no.
brilliant.
Sorry. No, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
Hello, police emergency. Hold on a sec, Yeah. Are they sort of in a vehicle or something like that? Or are they on foot?
An emergency call is coming in.
Alpha Hotel 31, we're making to that as well.
Hayes and Wiggle are the nearest available unit.
So we're en route to a break-in progress. A male's phoned in and has heard noises downstairs. He believes the offenders are still nearby as his car hazards are flashing quite a bit. His car keys have gone from the address. We've got quite a few units en route as well.
Break-ins for keys of high-value cars are on the increase.
This is the creme de la creme of policing. You always want to catch a burglar in progress.
Burglaries are very difficult to prove, and that's why it's so important to catch a burglar in the act. Catching a burglar in that location where they shouldn't be substantiates and completes that offence.
Sounds like they're after his vehicle. We've had quite a few vehicle breaks at the moment.
Have they taken the vehicle?
Don't know yet, but he believes that they were trying to get into it. Let's go lights out.
So we're not far away. We've just gone lights out in case the offenders are nearby.
When we're attending a burglary, we're a little bit more on edge, especially at night. Adrenaline's pumping that little bit more. A lot of offenders are carrying knives, and that heightens the risk towards us.
Just a quick update. 2 sets of car keys have been taken. The cars are still here, but obviously offenders are made off with the keys.
His car keys have gone, but the cars are still here. Alpha Hotel 21, people running left, Bill Square, onto the main road.
Where are they?
Down there, down that road there. Police with taser, stop!
With backup still minutes away, the officers chase the suspects into a dark alley.
Back towards Allstone Lane, one male. Get on the floor now! On the floor! On the floor! Head behind your head! Do not move! Do not move! One male on red dot now, one male detained. Can we get another unit, please? Just where our car is, come down the alleyway. Yeah, we got one male detained. Unsure if others have hopped over the fences here.
So we're going to search you in a second. So at the moment, you're detained for the purpose of a search.
The police dog is close by and could prove vital in the hunt for the second suspect.
What have you been up to then? Dripping with sweat, mate. You've been running, haven't you? Do you want to start telling us the truth so we can come to the bottom of this? Because you know how it works, man, don't you?
I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just fucking talking away. And the next thing the hands come around the phone.
Oh, okay. All right then.
You're not going to believe me, are you?
No. Yeah, negative search at the moment. Put him in the back of our car for now. Our dog unit's just arrived now. They'll get the dog out and start tracking and may assist us, may help us find the other male.
The officer detains the man as the hunt for the second suspect begins. He could still be nearby.
Yes, there's one male outstanding still.
There is nothing like a dog being on scene. The way they smell and track is incredible. It can be our last chance of finding the offenders nearby.
Gloucestershire Constabulary receive over 100 calls during the night shift.
We've got officers making sure it's an emergency, OK?
On a busy weekend, it could be 60% higher, and town centres become hotspots for crime and disorder.
Could you make your way to Broad Street? Because we've got a fight and victims waiting.
So those on the front line need to be prepared for anything.
Oh, chicken doner. They're good kebab days. You ever had one?
Have I had one? I used to live in there, mate.
PC Hewer and PC Arkle are on a night patrol in Cheltenham town centre. And it's kicking out time.
2 shanders.
I remember my first beer.
How did it go?
Better than that.
It's quite an unpredictable shift, really.
Where's that come from?
If it's a busy Saturday night, you kind of got to be ready for anything.
Oi! Mate, you can't piss in public.
Can I just say sorry and I won't do it again?
Yeah, don't do it again.
Please.
Plenty of toilets.
Thank you so much.
What's the matter with people? But it's definitely the busiest I've seen in a while.
It's not long before PC Hewer spots another man unable to hold his bladder.
Mate, stay there. Stay there. Get out the road.
But unlike the last drinker, this one is walking off without a care.
Go over there.
What are you doing?
If anyone...
He's just had a piss in the street.
No, I didn't know.
No, he didn't.
Go over there.
I just drove past.
Go have it.
He's denying he's done anything wrong.
Go over there.
Mate, it's not the fact whether you did or not, you had your penis out.
Well,
No, you don't do that, trust me.
And his girlfriend is backing him up.
You need a fair bit of patience. You need to sort of give people a chance, in my opinion. And if, you know, a few chances and they're not listening, then you need to take some sort of positive action to prevent it going any further.
Can you step away?
Just relax, yeah? Walk away. Walk away. Can you take her to the bus stop? Walk away. Wind your neck in.
Provide me with your details.
No, I'm not going to. You show
Okay,
me...
well, you'll be arrested then for failing to
show me,
police.
show me your evidence.
What's your surname?
No, go back.
What's your name?
Go back
Otherwise
2
you'll-
minutes.
Give me your proper details, because ones they've run through don't exist.
No.
You're making this very difficult for yourself. It doesn't need to be.
Did you see my dick?
This is a warning. If you are seen again, you will just be arrested for public indecency, all right?
For what?
Public indecency.
What are you saying?
You take it in there.
You can carry on going around in circles. I've already told you what.
So can you go around
you
in
can
circles?
go. You can go now. I'm
take the
letting you
warning,
go.
all right?
Go around in circles.
I'm letting you go now.
Boxers. That's all you saw.
I'd recommend that you go now.
You're a joke.
You need to be fairly stern. You don't want people thinking they can walk all over you, and you know that can then make the situation worse. You need to be able to stand your ground.
But they were delightful. She called me a fuck.
They were getting very close to being arrested for drunkenness, weren't they?
Yeah.
Drunk people are the worst, aren't they, to speak to?
PC Hewer and PC Arkle continue their beat in Cheltenham. Across town,
This male is only a 16-year-old male, but known to police for this kind of thing.
PC Hayes and PC Wiggle are still hunting for the second burglar they think is hiding nearby.
So our dog's begun tracking, see if we can pick up something. There's not much foot traffic around at the moment, which helps them track. We'll see what happens. "3-1, where are you?"
The police dog handler is called for help.
You're under arrest for agreeing. You're not saying anything. My heart is bent. Don't answer my questions. Something later on important and do say maybe giving another date.
A man has been found hiding in the bushes,
Can you just check what's underneath his skin?
just a few hundred yards away from the break-in.
Someone searching you. Have you nicked him?
He's already been nicked.
So 32 searching.
Yeah.
Why am I being arrested?
Incredibly, the man caught hiding seems unsure why he's being arrested.
You've been arrested. Suspicion of burglary, mate. That's why you've been arrested, isn't it?
Finding the elusive car keys is crucial to tie him to the break-in.
Oh, you're dripping with sweat, fella. Fresh night like tonight.
Like the man arrested down the road,
No, this top was under the tax tonight.
this suspect appears to be running a temperature too.
Your face is dripping.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
There's no sign of the stolen car keys, so the officers widen the search for the vital evidence.
We've seen one male run away from us into an alleyway. He's a well-known criminal. Haven't found anything on him. The dogman managed to find another male hiding in this bush here. He's again a well-known criminal. We're just now searching for these set of car keys, as it's pretty key because it could link them to the burglary. There has been a lot of burglaries recently. People are struggling for finances these days. I'm thinking in the back of my mind, is that having a part to play? Times are hard for me, times are hard for every person at the moment. It doesn't mean it's all right to go and burgle someone's house. It's a good little job, in fairness. It's a great little bit of work for the dog. Amazing work.
So far, the search for the stolen car keys linking them to the break-in has drawn a blank.
I'll take hold of you so you don't fall over. I'm pretty confident he's the other male involved. It's just now trying to link them to the burglary, which is the hard bit.
It's not only crimes in urban areas that the night shift respond to.
A lorry driver's called in to say a chap was stopped in an A-way and you can smell alcohol on him.
PC Merchant has been called to a suspected drink driver. Reported by a member of the public,
Hello, how are you? You okay?
parked up in a well-known dogging hotspot.
So we've been called to you because You've driven here and you may be under the influence of alcohol? Yes. Okay.
Basically, it comes down to come, gain friends, have sex with men.
The man's response isn't what PC Merchant was expecting.
Okay, what's that got to do with drink driving?
None.
No, okay.
I suppose not.
We get called to unique jobs at all hours of the day. You do get the strangest things happening, but generally they're in the middle of the night when everyone's sleeping. I just require you to provide me with a specimen of breath. You happy to do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, I can smell alcohol on you, all right.
Despite the trouble he could be in, the man seems more concerned about what's going on in the nearby bushes.
This is the main lay-by where people have sex. It's all over the internet, it's all over dogging.
I think this guy had a lot on his mind. You could clearly tell that the guy was heavily intoxicated. It is a well-known site in Gloucestershire, so you're thinking, what's going on here? You just need to make a seal around the tip, keep blowing till I say stop. No, whoa, 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 whoa. So make a deep breath and blow. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop, 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 stop. The legal limit's 35. You've blown 93. Okay? I'm arresting you on suspicion of driving a motor vehicle whilst prescribing them with alcohol. Do you understand that? No? You need to get out of the vehicle. It's extremely dangerous to be nearly 3 times the limit. People can hardly walk, slurring their words, and you think you've just been behind the wheel of a car. It's frightening. Do you understand what's going on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
The door's locked. You're not getting back in your car. No, you just need to come and sit in my car, okay? So we're just going to wait for some transport to come and pick you up, and then we'll go to custody, okay?
While PC Merchant waits for backup, the suspect seems eager to get something off his chest.
Homosexuals and bisexuals are people being beaten to hell. It was a transvestite, and it was appalling.
Was that reported to the police?
No.
We need to be told about what's going on so that we can either direct patrols here or look after them. If people report things to the police, then we can direct patrols here and we can protect people the best we can.
Tensions seem to be running high at this dogging site, making it an unsafe place for those using it.
The lay-by is full of straight people having sex, and they are pushing out the gay people.
This is your transport, so if you just jump out for me, I'm just going to take you to the back of this van and jump in there, okay?
The drink driver will spend the night in custody.
Watch your head, mate, watch your head.
That's it, steady.
The land between the main road and the lay-by, they actually cut all the trees down and all the bushes so that we had a view in and people could see in, because it was becoming a bit of an issue in the local community. As you can see, there's 1 or 2 vehicles here, but before you could come here and the whole line on the left-hand side would be full of vehicles looking for sex, basically. So I presume that's what he's here for.
There's a job that's just come up, a grade 1 domestic.
In the control room, it's a busy night for Gloucestershire Constabulary.
I'll try and get somebody out as an emergency.
PC Hayes and PC Wiggle are on high alert after a string of burglaries.
I guess there is an element of luck of a night shift. You've got to be in the right place at the right time.
But staying one step ahead of the gangs targeting high-value cars isn't easy.
Bits of intelligence can come in which can help us kind of base what areas to drive around, but helps if you've got a bit of a police officer's nose as well at times. And yeah, but quiet at the moment. I've said it out there, haven't I? Oops.
An emergency call has come in of a suspected break-in.
I don't want you put yourself at risk or anything like that, because I don't think we're too far away. Okay, what type of car is it?
Another gang of burglars are at work.
Offenders have run off. 4 males. No description. Unsure whether they've been successful at the moment.
The victim has disturbed the thieves.
I've turned my lights off just to try and give us a bit more disguise.
So the gang of 4 men are now at large.
Loiter by Morrison's petrol station, yes?
So they've done 4 corners of the estate to close off all the exits.
PC Dawkins and police search dog Almo are en route to join the hunt before the 4 suspects vanish.
So hopefully they'll flush them out. But we'll see, we'll give it a go.
It's one of our Gucci jobs. It's what being a police officer is all about, isn't it? Catching someone in the act of committing crime.
They've had to get into the property somehow, whether that's with a knife, a crowbar. Should those burglars be disturbed, they may have to fight. They may attack.
There's just lots of different rat runs off this kind of estate area.
The wanted men could be close by and armed.
Hopefully, they will come out in front of us and we're potentially game on.
There's no trace so far from Carnarvon Road to Morrison's. We keep looking.
On the outskirts of Cheltenham, PC Hayes and PC Wiggle have been called to an attempted burglary.
What we're seeing a lot at the moment is high-value cars stolen.
They're searching for 4 men who fled the scene 9 minutes ago and are now at large.
Quite brazen to try the front door, though.
Yeah, mega brazen.
The aggressive gang of burglars tried to gain entry through the front door and could still be nearby.
I would hedge my bets that there potentially is a nice car on the drive that they are after.
They have an Audi S3.
They do have an Audi S3, a high-performance car that is very desirable to the criminals. We've got loads of officers in the area. They could just be sitting in a park, lying low, watching us go by, which is so annoying.
But the officers are hoping the police dog will give them the upper hand in the hunt for the criminals.
Believe it or not, you do need a little bit of time for the scent to settle.
Dog handler PC Dawkins has joined the search.
There's so many things that can displace it. Just the vacuum of a car driving past will pull the scent all over the road.
Come on. Where are you? Essentially, it's a game of cat and mouse now. And the only way we're going to catch them is try and be one step ahead of them.
There are 2 units patrolling the area, but the police dog is the best hope of locating the criminals.
Our police dogs in this force are fantastic at tracking human scent. They take the freshest scent that's been laid down there and they'll follow it from weaker point to the stronger point and hopefully with a person on the end. Go on, good boy. Go on.
dog's tracking, and it's picked up a scent. The dog's just tracking to the left of us. Okay. We know they're somewhere probably here. I'm hoping they'll just run out straight in front of the car and we'll be onto them.
No, nothing. Come on.
But after a promising start,
it's heavily contaminated from dogs, if you know what I mean.
The trail has gone cold.
No. The only thing I can think of, that they stood in that alleyway and their scent has pulled in there. And he's felt that the scent had got stronger, so that's why he tore down there, but I don't know. It's a lottery.
It looks like the suspects have slipped through the net.
I think burglary is one of the worst things you can do. Having somebody rummage through all their belongings, it's just horrible, isn't it?
The effects this crime has on the victims after is untold. And also, burglaries are incredibly hard to prove. Hence all the more reason why we want to catch them in the act. Yeah, luck sadly has a huge part to play in it. And tonight, at the moment, it doesn't seem the luck's swinging our way.
Hearing about these victim stories and how they've woken up to someone being in their bedroom, or how they've woken up to hearing voices or their door being smashed in. To not catch a burglar, yeah, it gets you down. And then your mind reverts back to the victims and how they must feel and the effect it's had on them. Yeah, it's gut-wrenching.
They'll come again and we will get them. They may win the individual little battles, but we will always win in the end. They'll slip up at some point, and as long as we're on the money, then we'll get them.
Hello, mate, all right?
There's trouble in Cheltenham town centre. PC Hewer has been called to a club.
This lady just collapsed here. So her friend is going ballistic, want to fight everything.
The immediate problem isn't the woman receiving the help, it's her mate who is kicking off.
So what's happened to her?
This is her friend over here.
Let's fucking police go! Let's fucking go!
She's just collapsed, is she?
Yeah, we brought her out to the club. We
Yeah.
don't know what happened.
Okay.
She's going ballistic, so we have to bring her out. She's not calming down, she's losing.
The bouncers want her friend away from the scene to calm things down.
Look, we need to get her with
Yeah.
because she's...
Steady on.
That's supposed to be your friend, you know.
What are you doing?
That's your friend. Just because she's secure, she's supposed to be your friend. She's supposed to be your friend.
Stop swearing. Stop swearing and just calm down. We're just saying calm down. Just saying calm down. Stop swearing. Stop swearing.
Dealing with someone who's angry is difficult. Dealing with someone that's drunk is difficult. But when someone is drunk and angry, they're going to be so unpredictable.
With the woman continuing to kick off, Hewer decides enough is enough.
You want to be fairly alert. You always want to be wary of your full surroundings, really. But it's important to, keep an eye on your colleague and make sure they're okay.
Right, you're under arrest for being drunk and disorderly. You don't have to say anything, but may I defense you not mention one question. So we later on in court, and you do say, may be given evidence.
Can I talk to you, please? I've done nothing wrong.
Calm down.
Can I please talk to you? I'm not even resisting. Can I please talk to you? I've done nothing wrong. I'm trying to help my friend. Listen to me.
Once again, bystanders are getting involved.
I told you to calm down and talk to them.
But this time, it's her mate, and instead of causing trouble, he's trying to help calm her down.
3-1, can I get a van?
Alpha Tower 3-1, sorry, she was shouting a lot. Are we getting a van coming to this location?
The cops can't leave the woman on the streets, and a night in the cells seems the best solution.
I don't really see how anyone can deem it acceptable when someone's there trying to, essentially do their job and keep the people there that need keeping safe, and we're sort of on the other end of abuse, whether it's physically or verbally.
I'm going nowhere. No! I've done nothing wrong! Ah!
Right, should we just grab a limo?
I've done nothing wrong! I've done nothing wrong! I was literally just...
You need to get in this van.
No.
Whether you step in willingly, or we have to lift you in there.
please
Make
tell
a
me.
choice.
Please tell me what I've done wrong.
You'll be going with the van.
Please!
All on record. Well, I'll search you first.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I thought you said.
No! No, I will kick you in the face, mate.
The female is turning on the officers, putting them in the firing line.
Don't do that. Listen to me! No! I can't go!
On a night shift, you have to expect the unexpected and have the mentality that you could be exposed to quite a lot of danger and not knowing what the outcome of that is going to mean for you.
I am not drunk and disorderly! I am not!
Get your legs in the back.
If you think this is drunk, you ain't seen nothing. Oh, this is...
It's taken 7 officers to detain one drunk woman and prevent the situation escalating further.
You've got to have such reliance and confidence in your crewmate that you've got each other's backs in quite dangerous and volatile situations.
Why are you picking on me?
Now the concern is making sure the woman doesn't injure herself.
Picking on me!
Stop doing that.
Fucking up!
Right, can we get some leg straps? Get some leg restraints for us.
No!
Okay.
Right here.
Let it go! No! I will get worse before you don't let me go.
She was so close to taking my head off her. I've met her before and she switches just like that. And she's just gritted her teeth and just gone to boot me in the face. I've had to move, so she hasn't got me.
Mate, I didn't really have a choice but to nick her then.
No.
Threatened to punch me in the face. If alcohol didn't exist, life as a police officer would be very different. It's amazing how differently people can act when they've had alcohol. When someone's drunk, you never really know how they're going to behave.
Calm has been restored to the streets. In Gloucestershire custody,
Oh, let me grab hold of you so you don't fall over.
PC Merchant has brought in a drink driver.
We need to go this way. Well, you're a bit unsteady.
Who he arrested at a dogging hotspot.
It makes me really angry when people think that they can just go to the pub, have a few drinks, and then drive home. There's no excuse for it. I have to go and see the carnage they have caused, and whether that be injuring someone seriously, even killing them. And then to deliver that message to the family is heartbreaking. We received a call from a member of the public saying that this chap had got out of his car, a bit unsteady on his feet, and as he's gone over to speak to this chap, he could smell alcohol on his breath.
The man's roadside breath test measured nearly 3 times the legal limit. But there's still only one thing on his mind.
I refuse to have sex with him.
The question relates to your driving.
No,
And your current
no.
alcoholic state, yes it does.
What is the response? I refuse to have sex with him.
What's your date of birth, please? What's your date of birth?
Piss.
Sometimes when someone's had an accident, you do smell it, and there was a smell in the air.
Have you messed your trousers?
No.
Yeah. No?
No.
Yes, yeah.
When we got to custody in a more confined space, it was clear what had happened.
Okay, we need to get them off you before we do anything else, all right? So we're going to take you down to a cell and get those trousers off you. Let's get them sorted.
Just turn around. We just need to go this way, okay? Just take your trousers off and put them in that bag. This is a massive low part of the job when someone soils themselves, because you've then got to try and clean them up.
Don't leave them there. Leave them on the floor. Leave them and exit the cell.
And even the day after, you still get the smell in your nose, and yeah, it really is a low part of the job.
Come on. This way.
Those policing the night shift must deal with whatever job they're faced with.
Alpha 2-1, yeah, we're available.
And help those in need of care.
Caller had her by the arm, and the caller says, "Do you want me to call the police?" And then he's kicked her and run off.
In the suburbs, PC Hayes and PC Wiggle have been called to an assault.
Yeah, it's received, State 5.
A 10-year-old boy has assaulted a shopkeeper.
4 foot slim, black tracksuit.
10 years old, that's a ridiculous age to be going out and starting committing crime. By the time he's 20, he'd be burgling places, serious assaults, and it'd just get worse from there.
So he has gone in and tried to steal sweets. Then ended up that he's back outside the shop smashing the door.
On the outskirts of Cheltenham, PC Hayes and PC Wiggle are en route to an assault.
A 10-year-old boy has assaulted a shopkeeper.
He's now outside smashing the door.
He will hear our sirens coming a long way off, and I suggest he probably won't be there. I think there's a fair bit of intervention that's going on with this little boy at the moment. I'm currently carrying a crime investigation for shoplifting for him. The criminal age of responsibility is 10, so he's only just above that age of when we would start formal police action against them. So you've got to try and stop that now, because the longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get. Oh, he has smashed it.
Yeah, he has.
Alpha Hotel 2-1, State 6. Hello. He's just run off. I'm not going to arrest you. Come on, mate.
A member of the public managed to video the boy damaging the door.
Where's he likely to be going now?
I ain't got a clue. Over the park, I expect.
A family member has arrived.
I mean, I would go and grab him, but I know what's going to happen. It's going to
descend into a chase, and
He'll just scream, punch, kick, and do whatever.
All right then. So way forward, you're not happy to have him tonight.
Young kids are incredibly vulnerable. There's huge amounts of dangers at night. Kids can be led astray and coerced.
With options running out, it's down to the officers to find the boy somewhere safe to stay.
Hi there, my name's PC Hayes from Gloucestershire Police. Nan's beside herself, bless her, she's really struggling. He smashed the window in because they didn't let him in because he was going to steal some sweets, apparently. Nan doesn't want him. Nan feels she's going to be at risk. Do you know of anywhere he can go for the night?
Well, on the system it just says, in case of SGO breakdown, emergency foster placement should be identified. No family members are available at this time.
Okay, all right, I'll ring EDT. All right, thank you.
The family desperately need help.
I'm at an incident with a 10-year-old boy.
The boy won't come back, and his relative is at her wit's end.
His carer, she can't have him tonight. She's worried she's going to become a punch bag.
The out-of-hours emergency duty team could be the last option to find the boy a bed for the night.
He's tried to get into the store. They haven't let him into the store.
No, he's got in.
Sorry, he's got into the store.
He's tried to steal sweets. They've told him.
He's tried to steal sweets. They've told him to leave.
He has grabbed the sweets.
He's grabbed the sweets.
He's punched
the
manager of the shop.
The manager of the shop in the stomach.
Come outside and then.
Come outside and then smashed the glass with his foot. Then an emergency foster care kind of needs to be put in place. I mean, we're at crisis point right now. Obviously, there's no chance we're arresting a 10-year-old. That's not going to happen. Yeah, can you please contact the head of service because it needs to go. It needs to go that way.
When social care services have closed, it's down to the officers on the night shift to protect and help those in need.
There's a 10-year-old that's causing mayhem and ground suicide herself, so this, we need to escalate it pretty quickly. At night, we're often the last line of defence. When dealing with kids, you certainly have that added pressure on your shoulders because you've got to get it right. So there's a foster carer available tomorrow, potentially, but not one right now. What is a potential option tonight? Because I've got a duty of care to him, but I've got a duty of care to you as well, though. Do you live on your own?
No, my husband's
Is your husband able to safeguard you and things like that, or not?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay. You go home now.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stay around in the area. If he turns up, ring us. I don't intend starting to chase after him, because I don't want to restrain a 10-year-old. That's not what we're about at all. I have seen a certain increase in the age of offenders lowering, and it is worrying. We can't sit all night on it, can we? No. We've done our best bit to safeguard him, haven't we? It's heartbreaking to see these young people going down a route that is just going to lead them to hurt, pain, and misery in the long run. I find it hard to get home and completely switch off and just fall asleep.
I could go home and go straight to sleep.
You'll sleep.
To be honest, I could go home after an early and go straight to sleep. I mean, that's how exciting my life is.
just feel so drained because your mind's been on the go all day. You know, what about this job? What's going on here? What risk and things like that. That's where I struggle at times with this job, more than anything else, I think. It's PC Hayes from Gloucestershire Police. Hi, can you hear me?
There's an update for PC Hayes about the boy.
Okay, great stuff. It's not a bad result, really. They could have gone one of two ways, couldn't it?
The boy is staying with a family member for the night.
You know, I have a heart for these kind of kids that are struggling, but sadly, in our response role, we're not the people to get to the bottom of that. In the ideal world, every job we go to would have a happy ending. However, sadly, that's not the world we live in. And we can't always solve everything straight away. It's upsetting, it's difficult, but sadly, life's incredibly messy. Sometimes we have to look at one another and say we couldn't do any more. Put him in the back of our car for now.
No, this top was under the taxi tonight.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. The legal limit's 35. You've blown 93.
Stop swearing and just calm down. We're just saying calm down. Just saying calm down.
I'm not going to arrest you. Come on, mate.
And Police Night Shift 999 is back next Monday at 9. Going on and off the beaten track in the land of the Incas. Don't miss Amazing Railway Adventures with Nick Knowles, brand new Friday at 8. Coming up, the team race into action when a mechanic is rushed in after being crushed by the car he's working on. Casualty 24/7, every second counts, is next.